Welcome to Game 6 of the 1968 Bob Gibson replay. Um, through 5 games, as you can see, um, Gibson has a record of 2-2, 42 innings pitched, 32 hits, similar to what he had at this point in 1968. 1 home run, 7 earned runs, 6 walks, 38 Ks, and a 1.50 ERA, which is pretty close to his 1.43 ERA that he had at this point in 1968. This also is an interesting matchup today, and the reason for that is that I'm currently also running a Tom Seaver 1973 replay, and pitching for the Mets today in this 1968 game held on May 6, 1968, will be Tom Seaver. So we'll have Seaver versus Gibson here, and should be an interesting matchup. Let me just check one thing here quick. Okay. Good. Good. Everything looks good. Okay, so see what we got here. Let's start off with the leadoff hitter, Bud Harrelson. 2.6 K, an 11, -1 at Bush, so it's a 10, 14 on the D20, 1.5, line out to the pitcher. Ken Boswell, left-handed second baseman for the Mets. 6-1, possible K chance. He's a 6 versus a righty, -1 in Bush. Brings it to a 5, 20 on the D20, 3.5, fly out to right. Art Shamsky is the batter. 5-3. We had the double question marks. Shamsky's a left-handed batter, so 1-8 will be an out. 9-20, we go to the hitter's card. 9. So we go to hitter's card on that. I normally check the D20. I kind of guess I made an error there from my normal practice. 2-1, so he grounds out to the shortstop. So 1-2-3 for Gibson in the first. For the Mets, Tom Seaver will be going up against Lou Brock. Now Seaver in 68, as you can see, was 16-12, 1 save and a 2.20 ERA. Lou Brock, let's see what Brock can do. 5-1. S1, that's if Seaver was fatigued. We'll go to Brock's card. 1-6, double to right. Kirk Flood. 4-4. A possible error grounder chance. 3-1. That's a double asterisk 4, which is a G6 on Seaver's card. So we check to see if there's an error on the shortstop. The shortstop error rating, Bud Harrelson's an 8. It is an 8. So I think if it's matching, or I know it's matching or below, it's a possible error. Less than or equal to the player's rating, an error occurs. So an error has occurred. It's a G6. He boots the ball, and runners advance 1 base. So error on Harrelson. Runners on first and third, no outs for Roger Maris. 6-1, range play. 4-1, double asterisk 3, G5, so it's a range play for the third baseman. Ed Charles is a 3, so 3 and under, he makes the play. 1, he makes the play. So we have, I'm assuming it's early in the game, so infield is normal. So on a G5, let's check and see what happens here with runners on first and third. Okay, G6, 5, G5. Okay, ground out. Let's see here. One on third, less than 2 days for home. A play to be made. Infield, halfway, no change of behavior. Okay, we're going to check for a double play. Now it changes a little bit with the third baseman, okay, for a double play. Let's see here. Sorry about the delay here. Double play using the same result. Okay. We're going to have Brock hold at third, fielder's choice, Flood out at second, and Orlando Cepeda the batter. 1-6. He's a righty, so K plus. You add 10, -1 at Bush, so 9-18. D20 on the roll. Go to Cepeda's card. 3-2. Line out to the shortstop. Tim McCarver. 4-2 hitter's card. 2-1 double asterisk 6. Fly out to right field. I had a better explanation on that hit by Maris for the fielder's choice. But I'll just play it as I best saw. I'll make the decision as I best thought it was. So, and I'll stick by that. So if anybody thinks differently, just feel free to comment. And as I said at the beginning of this replay, I'm not an expert at this game. I enjoy it, but I'm certainly willing to get some feedback from others. 3-6. Right-handed batter, double asterisk. That means it's an automatic out. 6, fly out to right. Ed Kranepool. 1-1. Stadium play. 5-2. Fly out to center. Jerry Grody. 4-6. Possible K chance. He's a 10. -1 at Bush. Go to Grody's card. 2-5. Against a righty. Single pass to shortstop. Single pass to second baseman. Ed Charles. 4-3. Possible walk chance. He's an 8 versus right-handed batter, but it's -4 in Bush. So it's 4, but he still gets to walk. So runners on first and second. 2 outs. Should he pitch to AG or just walk him and pitch to Seaver with 2 outs? He's going to pitch to AG. Gibson's a competitor. 3-1. Possible K chance. Struck him out. 1 in D20. 15. Bottom of second. Mike Channon. Two 4. Range play at the stadium. 5-3. G3, that's the first baseman. The range is a 3, so anything 3 and under, Kranepool makes the play. 2. Julian Javier. 1-4. Possible walk chance. 6 is a 17. Javier's card. 5-5. Single to left. Dick Schofield. 3-1. K chance. 14. 4 on D20. Struck him out. Gibson. 4-1. K chance. 9 on a 20. Struck him out. We move to the top of the third with Seaver, Harrelson, and Boswell. (4-2) K chance. It's a 25. It's a 10. Struck him out. Bud Harrelson. 5-2 at possible error chance. 2-1 S4, so a single pass to second baseman. Let's check to see if there's any additional error. Now, the second baseman is a 7. It is a 6. So an additional error, so he goes one more base on that. So single for Harrison, an error on Javier to bring him to second. So it sounds like he probably had a tough play to make it into the hole, fielded it. Scorekeeper gave him a single, but then he still tried to throw it and make the out, and they threw it at a throwing error. So Harrelson sits on second base, 1 out with Ken Boswell. 3-3 potential throwing error. 5-2 fly out to right. Now we can see if Harrelson can go to third base on this fly out to right. Okay, so a runner on second, less than 2 outs. There's 2 outs now. Roll 1d6 if let's do just a BR rating. Okay, so we have Harrelson, whose BR rating is a 4. Okay. Five, so he'll hold at second. Shamsky will be the batter. So we have a runner on second, 2 outs, 6-5. Range play. 6-2, fly out to right. The range play for the Maris is a 4. It's a 2. Maris makes the play. So I had a couple base and running issues I'd like to take a look at, but it's pretty clear at the as far as Harrelson, it just says just check the BR rating. So his being a 4 and a 5, I assume he didn't go, and he didn't challenge the right fielder's arm because the arm wasn't in the equation. Lou Brock, 3-4 hitter's card. 4-3, double asterisk 3, G5. Kirk Flood. 5-4, possible error chance. 6-2, double asterisk 3. It's a G5, so the third baseman's error rating is a 10. It's an 18. He makes the play. Roger Maris. 2-1, possible walk chance. He's a 10, minus a 4 at Busch Stadium is a 6. But he D20 is a 1, so he gets walked. Orlando Cepeda. 3-3, possible K chance. 9, -1 at Bush is an 8. It's a 10. Go to Cepeda's card. 6-3. Okay, so now we have something interesting. Question mark 8. So against a righty, a 1 to 2 is a single, double 3 to 10, triple 11. The D20 is a 10, so we have a double. Okay, so we have a double with Maris on, another base running issue. So from first to home, we had a double to center field. So you give a +1 on the base runner. Maris is a 3, so he will be a 4. Then there's 2 outs, so you add 1 more, that'd be a 5. So let's look at the throw chart. Look at the outfielder's arm. Center field is a -1. So you have a 3 on the base running. Runner advancement chart gives a 1, so you got a 4. The arm by AG is a -1, so back to a 3. 2 outs, you get a 1, so he's up to a 4. Gives his ABR as adjusted base running as a 4. So let's do the throw chart. First die is a 2. If roll is less than or equal to the ABR, then runner advance, otherwise they hold. So he advances. It's a 2, his ABR was a 4. So Maris comes home. Cepeda gets the RBI. Now we have McCarver at bat. The base running part of it, some say, is probably the hardest part of the game, but kind of take your time and read the rules. And not that I'm an expert on it, especially on that play we had in the first inning. I'm going to double check that after the game's over with. 2-1, potential walk against a righty. 6 -4 is a 2. It's a 2, so we got a walk for McCarver. First and second, 2 outs. Mike Shannon. 1-6. He's a righty, so we got a K+, so you add 10 to that. 21 -1 at Shea's 23. He struck him out. Still 1 run for the Cardinals. So we're now at the top of the 4th inning with Ron Swoboda as the batter. Let's take a look here. So we got Swoboda as the batter up against Gibson, who hasn't given him a run yet this game. He's up 1-0. 5-6, possible wild pitch. It's a 3. So a wild pitch, but we still stay. Do another roll on the pitcher's card. 1-3, K chance. He's a 12. -1 is an 11. Okay. Struck him out. We had a 6 on the D20. Ed Cranepool. 1-6. Possible air grounder chance. 3-1. G4. The second baseman for St. Louis is Javier. He's a 7. 17. He makes the play. If it had been anything 7 and below, it would have been an error, but it was 17. Jerry Grody. 3-4. Possible K chance. He's a 10. 16. Go to Grody's card. 3-5. Ground out to the third baseman. Okay, we'll move on to the bottom of the 4th. Julian Javier will be the batter. Okay. 6-4. Okay, so we have a double question mark. Javier is a right-handed batter. 1 will be an out. 2 to 20. Go to hitter's card. 20. 1-3, ground out to the second baseman. Dick Schofield. Take a quick look at this. Okay. Here's the batter. 6-2, hitter's card. 4-3, double to center field. Clean double. Gibson is the batter. 4-1, he's a righty. K chance, 20 minus 1 is a 19. It's a 17 D20, struck him out. Let's go see what Lou Brock does here with a runner on second, 2 outs. 1-2, K chance, 12, 17, no. 3-5, ground out to the shortstop. Runs aren't easy to come by in 1968. Now we move on to Ed Charles. He'll be the leadoff hitter for the Mets, followed by Tommy Agee, and Seaver will be at bat as well. 6-5, range play. 4-1, single, second baseman. Let's make sure that, see if the range, if he can get to it. His range is a 2, it's a 3, the single stands for Charles. See what Tommy Agee can do. 3-5, double asterisk. 5, so we got to fly out to left field. Tom Seaver. 5-1, possible hit by pitch chance. A 0 and a 0, so nothing there. Let's go to Seaver's card. 4-2, double asterisk 6, fly out to right. Okay, now we move on to Bud Harrelson. 3-4 K chance, 20 on a D20, no K. Harrelson comes to bat. So use his card. 5-6, double asterisk 1. He flies out to center. Okay, so now we move on to the bottom of the 5th with Curt Flood leading off. See what Flood can do. 2-2, range play at the stadium. 2-6, that's a G3, so that'd be the first baseman. First baseman for the Mets is Kranepool. He's a 3. He makes the play. Roger Maris. 2-4, range play at the stadium. 3-2, single to left field. The left fielder for the Mets is Art Shamsky. He's a 3. He makes the play. Takes away a hit. Orlando Cepeda. 2-5. Possible K chance. 18, no K. 5-6. Single to center for Cepeda. He's 2 for 3 today. Let's see what McCarver can do. 1-1, McCarver's card. 6-5, ground out to the second baseman. So, St. Louis holds on to the 1-0 lead. Ken Boswell is the batter. One, 2. lefty. Go to Boswell's card. 3-3, single to center. See if Boswell could steal. Okay, so now what we had was steals. The way that works. Read the rules again, make sure we do that correctly. Okay, so stealing. For runner attempts to steal, uses SB rate. Boswell's a 16, plus the pitcher's SB rate, -1. McCarver's arm is a 0, so 15. Okay, let's check it out here. So we have a 15. 17. Doesn't make it. He gets caught. Caught stealing. Thought the odds were in his favor, and especially trying to manufacture some runs against Gibson. Chamsky. 6-4. K-Chance. 3 on a 9. Struck him out. 2 outs for the Mets. Ron Swoboda. 5-5. K-Chance. He's a 12 -1 at Bush. That's an 11. 14 will go to Swoboda's card. 6-2. Double asterisk 2. Ground out to the second baseman. Mike Shannon will lead off for the right here for the St. Louis Cardinals. 5-6. He's a righty, potential K. It's a 1 on the D20. Seaver strikes him out. Seaver pitching well. Only giving up 1 run so far. Julian Javier, 5-3, hitter's card. 2-3, double asterisk 6, fly out to right. The final, the real final in this game, as you can see up here, was 2-1. So definitely a pitcher's duel back then. Schofield, as we have today, 1-1. Schofield's card, he doubled last at bat. 3-4. Fly out to right. We move on to the 7th. Ed Kranepool. Be up against Gibson. 5-6, potential wild pitch at 8. No runners on base, pass ball, but again, there's nobody on base. We stick in Gibson's card. 5-3. Kranepool's a lefty, so 1-8 is an out. Got a 3 on here. So we got to roll to see what the double asterisk is. A 5, he flies out to left. Now, if it was a 9-20, we would have went to Kranepool's card. Jerry Grody. 2-5, range play at the stadium. 2-1, P2. So potential pop-up to the catcher. Carver's range is a 4. He makes the play. Ed Charles. 3-6. Righty. Got an out. Double asterisk. Just roll to see what it is. 2. Ground out to the second baseman. Well, still got a 1-0 game. Quite a pitcher's duel. Gibson obviously will stay in there. He's leading off the bottom of the 7th. Tom Seaver. See what he can do here. Keep it down. Hope the Mets get some runs for him. 3-1 K, D22. It's a 20 minus 1 in Bush, 19. Obviously, struck him out. Lou Brock. 5-4. Hit by pitch chance. Brock's a 3. Seaver's a +2. So it's a 5. 11 and a D20, so no hit by pitch. Brock's card, 6-2. Ground out to first baseman. Kirk Flood. 1-1. Flood's card. 6-5. Righty, ground out to the third baseman. Okay. Move that up here. We move to the top of the 8th inning with the Mets. Tommy Agee up against Gibson. Now Seaver's due to bat this inning, so we'll probably do a pinch hitter. Need runs more than anything. 5-1, possible hit by pitch. Agee's a 7. Gibson 0, it's a 10. We move on to Agee's card. 2-3, fly out to right. Seaver's the batter. We're going to get a pinch hitter for him. They need runs. As much as I'd like to continue it here, he needs to get some runs. We're going to bring in Cleon Jones as the pinch hitter. See what he can do. Bring Seaver to the bench and then look for a reliever in the bottom of the 8th. Hopefully Cleon Jones can do some pinch hitting here. 6-4, K chance, 9. It's an 11 on the D20. Go to Jones's card. 4-3, ground out to short. Bud Harrelson. 2-2 range, stadium. 6-5, double asterisk 4. That's a ground out to the shortstop. Gibson gets through the 8th. Need a pitcher for Seaver. Let's see who we can get for him. Kirk Flood, Roger Maris, Cepeda, and McCarver are the batters here in the bottom of the 8th. Now I just got to find myself a reliever. Okay. We will bring in, just trying to get a grip here of their, how about Cal Kuntz? We'll bring him in. Seaver goes 7. Kuntz will come in. He's a righty. See what he can do against Maris, Cepeda, and McCarver. 2-3. Hitter's card, Maris's card. 4-3. Ground out to the pitcher. Cepeda. He's doubled and singled today. 4-6. Potential walk. Against a righty, it's a 10, -4 at Bush. 6, it's a 3 in D20. He walks. Cepeda's got on base 3 times today. Tim McCarver. 3-3, possible K chance. 4 versus righties is a 10. We move on to McCarver's card. 3-6, fly out to right. Mike Shannon, 0 for 3 today, 2 Ks. See if the Crews can get him out and move on. 6-1 range play at the stadium. 5-2 fly out to center field. The center fielder has a range of 4, Tommy Agee, so if anything 4 and under, he makes the play. 6, he does not make the play. So we look at the failed range plays on an F8. It's a double strike 8. So 1 to 4 is a single, 5 to 6 is a double. Double. So now we got a double, and we can potentially see if Cepeda, got to see if he can even try home. This is center field. His base running is a 3. Agee's a -1. So we got 3 for the base running. Runner advancement chart is a +1, so 4. The infielder's arm brings it back down to a 3. And then we add 1 for 2 outs, so it's 4. So it's a 4. Let's go to the throw chart. So the ABR is a 4. Adjusted base running. 6 says check second die roll. Actually, got to re-roll that. Second die chart. Of 6 chart. 4. Lead runner thrown out. But if the trailing runner's BR is greater than or equal to the roll, then he advances on the throw. So lead runner's out, so it's irregardless. Cepeda does not make it. Doesn't matter what the trail runner does. It's worth a try. So we got 1-0. We go to the top of the 9th for Ken Boswell, Art Shamsky, and Ron Swoboda. (2-5) range play at the stadium. 1-3, nothing there. So I assume we go to the hitter's card on that. Let me double check that. A blank rating at the field. Oh, it's a rare play. Okay, so we have, these are rare plays required. You go to the rare play chart based on whether there are base runners on, there are base runners or not base runners on. Okay, so we have the bases empty, rare play chart. Okay, so let's check that. 35. Grounded to the first baseman. Flips to pitcher covering for the out, but the pitcher and the hitter collide behind the bag. Check for injury to both the pitcher and the hitter. I'm not interested in injuries here. This is as played. First baseman flips to pitcher covering for the out. Okay, so they did make the out though. Art Shamsky. 1-2. So lefty, go to Shamsky's card. 6-1, ground out to second. Swoboda. Down to the final out. 3-1, K-Chance. 12, -1 at Bush is an 11. D20's a 10, strikes him out to end the game. A 1-0 win by the Cardinals. Quite a pitcher's duel. Let's look at Gibson's stats. Went 9. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, no home runs, no earned runs, no runs, 1 walk, and so many strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts. Great performance. Great performance by Seaver. So we end up with a 1-0 game. Cardinals win. Gibson gets the win. Seaver gets the loss. Just want to check out those base running things. I'm going to clarify that before I get back onto the next game. Not that it would have mattered because the Cardinals won anyways, especially the first inning when we had Brock at third and runners on first and third and the grounder to the third baseman. I just want to get clarity on that. If anybody has any thoughts, please share them with me through comments, and just so we're all clear on it going forward. Thanks again for joining tonight, and see you for the next one.